I got nightmares in my head, I fear that the thoughts build up.
Beep, 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 you groaned, peeling your eyes open, blinking rapidly. You tried to open your eyes from the sunlight coming from your room window. Swiftly grabbing a hold of your alarm clock, which was on the nightstand, you turned off the annoying sound. You looked at the time and jumped off from your bed and headed to the bathroom as you didn't want to get late at first day of your new school. Yeah, last night you shifted in a new town along with your mom, who is practically a model, and she often changes the home, sometimes in Seoul, sometimes Busan, Jeju Island, and so on. But according to her, it's the first time she is changing the place, as from now on she will work from Seoul as editor in chief of one of the most prestigious magazines. You stumbled to the bathroom since you were half asleep. You quickly took a warm shower and came out to the closet from where you grabbed red tank top along with white skirt. You looked through your closet and sighed as it reminded you of your dad all of a sudden. 6 years back, when you had only baggy jeans and oversized shirts, and some of them you stole from your dad's closet, but now they all were replaced by your mom, as your mom wants you to look like a model. You had always been a daddy's little girl. Growing up, you did a lot of fun with your dad. You took after your dad in the everything to his looks and fierce personality. You were never a girly girl in your younger year. Instead, you had a tomboyish type of style. He was your rock shoulder to cry on, but then you lost him. Your mom started a journey as a model. Then eventually the time came when she became editor in chief. You miss your dad a lot because your mom wants to make you a model just like her, but your dad wanted to make you what you wanted to become, and what was being that the good person, and you never thought to become a doctor, engineer, pilot, and you wanted to live your life peacefully in a small cottage. Well, after slipping into a dress, you walked to the vanity from where you did light makeup on your face, and grabbing a backpack from the wardrobe, you quickly headed to the downstairs. You reached the kitchen from where you grabbed a slice of bread and spreading some butter with apple jam. You started to eat it while adjusting yourself on the counter chair. Meanwhile, your mom entered in the kitchen holding up a glossy magazine. Why, dear, she began sitting on the chair beside you. Good morning, mom, you said while chewing the bread. Morning, dear. Today I have a great news for you. I want you to be on the cover of the next issue of Luke's Style. I mean, you have the look, the grace, like everything that you needed to be a model. I know my daughter will fulfill my dream, she said. Come on, mom. You know, I don't want to be a model right now. I just want to focus on my studies. You have already wasted many months of mine by moving me here and there. Now there we have a place to live until the last, but I just wanna give all my focus on my studies. You said. Your mom looked at you and waved her hand dismissively. This is a chance of lifetime. I have decided that you will be shown as a model in the next cover page, and I also have planned that 3 days you will work with me as a new emerging model, and for the remaining 4 days I will send you to the school hostel so you could focus on studies as well. She said like a boss, your eyes widened and you literally chalked on your floor looking at her. You are what? You had almost shrieked in a disbelief. You had me right, Vanchi, she simply said, looking at you on the table in anger, but as a result, you hurt your own leg, which made you wince. That's why I asked you to listen to me like a good girl. Now get up, you are getting late, and yeah, your stuff will be sent there, so don't worry, she said, caressing your hair, making you roll your eyes at her. Time skip, taking a deep breath, you get off the car along with your mother, who took off her blank glasses. Inhaling the fresh air, you slung your bag on your shoulder before you stepped forward. Closing the door behind you, you kept your head high, looking at the vast number of the students present in the playground. Why, and you know this school is considered as one of the best schools in Seoul, she said, looking at you. But you didn't hear what she was saying as you were rolling your eyes at the girls who were glaring at you. Don't get bothered by their looks, just keep your head high and don't give importance to these girls, she said and held your hand, making you smile looking at her. Ignoring their looks, you walked past them and with much more confidence you both walked through the hallway that was buzzing with hushed whispers. You managed to hear some boys and girls whispering, "She's new here, she looks so beautiful. I think she has applied a lot of makeup. The lady with her is her elder sister. David, she's gonna be." Their conversation made you smile internally. Soon you both entered the principal office as Mr. Wang's school principal greeted you, and soon he started to film with your mother. YN, grades are good. She looks naive and calm girl. You brought her really well, he said, and your mom smiled shyly. Naive, calm girl, you scoffed from inside. No, let's show her now a room where she will stay, he said. After 15 minutes of walking, Mr. Wang finally stopped, which made you sigh in a relief. Mr. Wang opened the door and you all entered inside by walking straight for the 15 minutes. Your feet were hurting and you were walking mindlessly. What, where are you going, Levian? She said sternly, but you clicked your tongue at her only to make her pissed off. Your mother was about to you, but Mr. Wang decided to speak up. So, Vian, this is going to be your room from now on, he said, smiling widely at you while you rolled your eyes. You look around the room, it was quite big with blue and white painted walls. There were two cupboards, one separate for each student, a huge bathroom which will you probably have. One bed was clean while the other was full of mess. The sea of clothes was scattered on it along with paper wraps from all kind of food. What kind of girl lives here? I think she left the room, that's why it's so messy, or maybe she loves to live like this, you said in your mind while making frustrating face which was noticed by your mom. Why, and dear, you like the room? She asked, and you nodded with no heart, or you didn't like it at all. Okay, now take some rest, and after few while, go out to attend the classes, and yeah, your stuff will be sent as soon as possible, she said. Your mother planted your forehead and then left outside with Mr. Wang. You sighed heavily and found yourself on the bed with a groan. Your mobile phone beeped and you received a text message from your mother which said, "Remember you have a photo shoot tomorrow as I wanna see you how you look and appear before adding your photo on the magazine front cover page." She texted with the toothy emoji. Soon the door of your room knocked as you opened it and there was a cart with your pink Barbie suitcase along with some food bags. Thanking him you got your stuff inside and started to organize it. Time skip, you were in a hallway reading your schedule for one last time, taking off into a light jog. You turned the corner only to smash straight into a. You shriek your eyes in a fright, squinting your eyes shut as you walked to the impact of the ground to hit you. You waited for the fall, but it didn't come, which made you open your eyes while your eyebrows scrunched. You took a look at the most gorgeous boy. Taking in his features, everything about him was sharp and charismatic. His defined jawline, high cheekbones that defined his face, and plump lips that looked good. He was wearing a white t-shirt, first three were open, sleeves were rolled up. His one hand was fully tattooed, making it look more beautiful. In short, he looked like a complete bad boy, but there was not lie that he was gorgeous. It was none other than Jungkook, the ultimate bad boy of the college, but the entire Seoul girls were ruled him cause he was a famous model as well. "Watch, where are you going, little girl?" he said. His deep eyes just like a velvet to your eyes and you find yourself drooling. Your small mouth opened and closed like a goldfish as you failed to come up with some words. He said, looking into your eyes. "What? Did you call me stupid? You asked. Yeah, I called you, so what? He asked. You were not expecting that a good looking man like him could be this much venomous. If I am stupid, then what? You said, looking into his eyes. What did you just call me? He said. His wife hissed. Nothing, you said with innocent puppy eyes and jerking where you ran to the hostel, leaving him smirking behind. You reached your room and throwing yourself on the bed, you started to calm down your rising heartbeat as if it were losing its track. It has not been 5 minutes. Meanwhile, your room door opened, but you didn't bother to look up. No way. So you are Miss Lee's daughter? He said, his eyes widening while jawline dropped. Hearing the familiar voice, such a rain down your spine, you pulled your head out from the blanket, and your eyes got widened, seeing Jungkook in front of you. What are you doing in my room? You asked and glared at him. Excuse me, your room? Sorry. You are in my room and it's your mom who asked me to take care of her daughter. As I'm a renowned model in Seoul and your mom is a good friend of my mom's, so she requested me to share a room with her daughter. In this way she will feel that her daughter is safe. And one more thing, if I knew that Mrs. Lee's daughter is so beautiful, trust me I would never take some time to think about it. But see, wait is always worth it, he squealed. So you are Jeon Jungkook about whom mom often talk at home, you said jumping up from the bed. Fortunately, it's me, he said. He tilted his head up. Beautiful, he said, admiring your features. You stayed quiet in a spot as you were not able to move or say something. You were still in a daze even when he was gone. After some time, when your heartbeat got normal and you came out of the zone, you grabbed your phone and dialed your mom's number. She answered the call after a few ringings. Hi, darling, did you get your stuff? She asked in her sweet voice. Mom, why you didn't tell me that I will have room with Jeon Jungkook? Mummy, and why didn't you ask for my permission? Sorry dear, but I can't help you. It's regard, Mr. Jeon and Mrs. Jeon are like my family. I know them since decades and Jungkook is a nice boy, she said in her energetic voice. What did you say? Is he kinda some noodle or kimchi? Why on this earth? You said loudly, making her sigh. I said what I said. I mean, make you live with me, and there is no excuse left for you, she said and cut the call before you could form some words. You groaned, throwing your mobile phone on the bed. Time skip, you entered the classroom as everybody looked at you shocked. You sat on the last bench. You heard some girls and boys whispering at each other, which made you sigh. Suddenly, a boy in round big glasses with notebook in his hand came to you while other students looking at both of you with full interest. Hey, you are new here. Why, my name is Tom. What's your name? He asked, looking at you. You looked up at him and nervously looked around as everyone had their eyes on you. My name is Lee Yan, you mumbled heavily, not bothering to look up. Everyone started to laugh, which made you feel deer caught in headlights. Your eyes got watery as you got up from your seat and started to walk forward, but suddenly you bumped into someone. You didn't bother to look up as you were afraid that the stream of tears that you were trying to push back will come out and fall on your cheeks. The boy lifted your chin up to his level, making your eyes fill with the water. It was Jungkook smiling at you. His eyes were burning with anger while jawline was tightened. Are you okay? He asked, politely looking at you. You shook your head. Don't be sad, let me deal with those, he said, backing you off as he glared at each one of them. Time skip, you were laying on the bed while Jungkook on the other bed, lost in his own thoughts, looking out through the open window. Why? And he asked politely. You asked, changing the side to him. Why you don't sleep till now? He asked. I can also ask you the same question, Jungkook. Why didn't you sleep till now? You asked, and he smiled. I'm not sleepy, maybe that's why, he replied, turning his head to you. You nodded, making him smile. Jungkook, thank you for helping me today, you said while playing with your hands. Oh, that was nothing, it's responsibility, he said, looking at your face. Your cheek flushed as you quickly changed the direction to hide your blushing face, which made him smirk internally. The next evening, you back in your room, tired after attending the whole classes, as you threw your bag on the bed and found yourself on it when suddenly you remembered that you had to go to a shopping mall to get some branded dresses for your photo shoot. You got up, quickly changed the dress, and was about to go outside when Jungkook entered the room as he looked at you from head to toe. Hey, are you going somewhere? He asked, poking his inner cheek. Yeah, I'm going to the shopping mall as mom asked me to go and get some clothes for my new photo shoot, you said. Let's go together. I also have to buy some stuff, he said. You quickly nodded and walked ahead while he walking behind you. Reaching the mall, you went inside your favorite outlet while Jungkook following you behind. You were exploring the new collection when your eyes fell on a white dress. While you were holding the dress, considering if it should look nice on you or not, you heard a familiar cold voice from behind. No, you can't buy this. You should try something new, he said with stern expression on his face. You turned around and looked at him. And why do you think I should listen to you? You asked with a mischievous grin. I just don't want someone getting the. Your cheeks flashed, but you quickly masked it with a scowl. Do you know what are you saying? He asked. So what should I buy then? You asked, clearing your throat. He glanced around and then picked up the red elegant suit you. He said, looking at the dress carefully. You took the dress from his hands and smiled. Okay, then let's pay the bill, you said, walking forward while Jungkook messing up his hair. After paying the bill, you both came back to the hostel. You both were back in the hostel when you were about to lay down on your bed. You felt a weird noise coming from your stomach. You realized that you had not eaten anything since the afternoon, so you walked to the mini freezer where leftover sandwiches and chocolate cake was placed. A sigh of peace came out from your mouth as you grabbed the cake and placing it in the dish. You were about to take the first bite when Jungkook snatched it away from you. Give me back, it's mine, you said, seeing him taking a bite of the cake. He shook his head, making you groan. You tried to get it, but every time you were getting failed through tricky moves. Take it if you can, he said. You knew he was tricking you, and you noticed his mischievous expressions, which made you groan. Instead of extending your hand, you opened your mouth to bite the cake. Your eyes grew wider as you realized you felt your stomach forming knots. Oh, is that so? He said. Time skip. Cook. You said, not this time, he smirked.